Alright lawn fans, here we are back for the post-renovation video. Now I always try and do 1 week post-reno videos just so people at home can see how it is recovering. Now if you missed the video I did on the lawn renovation, I'll leave it up in the link here, or just go down in the description box and you can click the link down there, or just jump onto the MOW YouTube channel, click on the videos and you'll be able to see it's the last video up. So go check that out if you missed the renovation on my buffalo backyard. But anyway, today in this video, of course, we're going to have a bit of a wander through and see how the recovery process is going. Now, as you can see in front of me, to the side and behind me, it's recovering quite well. The rain has certainly backed off here in Brisbane. We were having bouts of rain coming through, but unfortunately, as soon as I did the reno, the rain sort of disappeared, which sucks, but it is what it is. So I've been on top of watering with my sprinkler and just been hitting it that way early in the morning before I race out the door to go look after my clients. But otherwise, as you can see, it's recovering really, really well. The only thing to note, which you'll see soon as we go down and take a closer look, there is a lot of nutgrass coming up, which is quite frustrating. I didn't have any nutgrass in this lawn, but now I'm seeing a lot of nutgrass pop its head up through here. I'll take you a bit more closer up to the turf so you can see it a bit more closer up as opposed to far away, and you can see how it's recovering. But anyway, yeah, let's take a closer look. All right, so here we are. Let's take a closer look at how it is going. It's recovering quite nicely. You can see some of the nutgrass here coming up through, which is around, but again, a little bit frustrating that that's happened, but also, again, easily treatable with a spray. You can see the new shoots starting to come out. Sorry, oh, let me get that out of the way. There we go. You can see the new shoots coming up through, which is what you want to see. And again, this highlights the importance of why you don't want to pile your top dress on top of buffalo and absolutely cover these stolons. It will struggle to send these new little shoots out in the recovery process. Now this area, not surprisingly, is taking a little bit longer. Buffalo does very well in the shade, but obviously areas that are more exposed to a bit of sunshine throughout the day will recover better. At the end of the day, it is a living cell and it needs to be able to have sunshine to stay healthy as well as water. But as you can see, yeah, doing really well down the back here, recovering well. I went super heavy in this section here. If you remember in the video or didn't see, I dug a bunch of roots out of here that were quite large. That is settling in. But yeah, overall recovering really, really well. Now I haven't done anything to this lawn apart from water it. There's no liquid fert or anything gone down. It has literally just been watered quickly in the mornings before I race out the door. Now there are also some sections that I have seen that I just need to put a little bit more lighter top dressing on. There's a real big sunken section here, but I didn't want to go too top heavy on that, as again, you can't smother the hell out of buffalo or it will not recover. This area, I really planted it on, as you can tell, because it's taking a little bit longer to recover, but again, not surprising. Over under the lime tree is the same thing that's happening, I guess. This lime is just protecting the sprinkler from getting in there, so I've just sort of been hand hosing in that section where the sprinkler is just not hitting it. But I'm not going to cut my lime tree right back because at the moment it's bringing out some beautiful limes. Now, also those who would have been watching and noticing closely, yes, I do have a bunch of carpet grass through my buffalo as well. It's not everywhere, it's mainly just in this section here and a little bit over there. But again, I'm not going to fight carpet grass. Carpet grass is actually a fantastic grass that grows like really well in shaded areas where you just can't get anything else to grow. So, you know, and nor do I have the time to dig it all out and replace it with new buffalo turf. I'm just not going to fight it. I'm just going to enjoy it and let it do what it does. But yeah, so that's sort of a bit of a closer look up at how it's looking. Again, pretty happy with the way it's recovering. I was going to treat the nutgrass, but I actually think I'd rather give it its first mow. I don't want to let it get too long before you give it a mow, and I'll talk about that briefly. When it comes to doing the first cut on a lawn renovation, it's not a one sort of answer fits all. It really comes down to the variety of lawn you have and also the mower you're using on it, whether you're using a rotary mower as opposed to a cylinder mower. If it was a rotary mower, yes, you could let it grow up a little bit higher. doesn't really matter. But with a cylinder mower, if you're cylinder mowing the lawn, you kind of want to get it on it quickly and not to let it grow too high, as the cylinder mower just won't cut high grass. They're not designed for that. They're designed for regular cutting. Yeah, if you haven't had a cylinder mower before, if you let it grow too long, it just folds the grass over and doesn't actually, the reel won't actually cut it. And this is kind of getting there. So I think I'm going to give it its first mow today, and then I'll treat the nutgrass in another video. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do a video on treating the nutgrass. I picked up a new solo sprayer as well recently, so I'll be using that, and I'm going to do a review on that as well for my nutgrass spray. But if you want me to do a video particularly on nutgrass spraying, just comment down below and I'll do that for you, no problems at all. But yeah, I think we'll give it its first mow today and then treat the nutgrass in a week's time or so, when it's grown back a bit. When it comes to nutgrass also, the bigger the better. Really, in general, the bigger the weeds, the better, because it just means there's more surface area of the leaf for the treatment to sit on. Nutgrass especially, being so fine and little, it's difficult for your poison to stay on the leaf. So the main ones is let it grow really big, so you've got more surface area, that is okay. And then two, make sure you are definitely using a surfactant when you're spraying nutgrass. A surfactant, if you don't know what that is just a product you put in your sprayer, and it helps. It's like a sticky adaptive thing, like product for the poison to stick or adhere to the leaf of the plant. So that's what's called a surfactant. Plenty of them on the internet, just go and Google that. Very cheap as well. But if you're certainly having to treat nutgrass or any grassy weeds, highly recommend using a surfactant to get the best results. But anyway, well, let's get the whipper out, give this a quick haircut. I'm gonna probably use the cylinder mower today. Some of you might be scratching your head going, why on earth, there's sand still exposed? But I'm not concerned about it. You gotta remember, a cylinder mower or a reel mower does not work like a rotary mower. A rotary mower is like a big fan blade spinning around and it just sucks up everything. Where a reel mower doesn't operate that way. It doesn't operate like a big fan trying to suck up everything. So I'm not concerned about that damaging the reel. Also, I mow my buffalo pretty high for a reel mowing, high, just because I like it that way. So the actual bed knife and the reel are going to be a fair distance away from the actual sand. So I'm not concerned about reel mowing with some sand still showing itself through the grass. So yeah, if you're worried about that at home, that just explains that for you, hopefully. But anyway, yeah, let's get the whipper out and get into giving it its first mow. If you've got any questions so far, of course, put them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Great day for it. Straight in the basketball hoop. Well, I went over it, just not in it. Green's looking great. All right, everybody. Well, that's a wrap on the Buffalo Lawn Reno update. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some education out of it, even though I didn't really give a lot of education. But, I hope you can take something out of every video I create. For those of you that watch it, that like it, that subscribe, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. This isn't exactly my full-time gig. I do this just on the side for enjoyment and to try get whatever education I have in here across to anyone at home, and I hope it helps you out in your lawn and garden journey. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed already, do consider subscribing to the channel and helping the MOW channel out. I'd really appreciate it. And make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it. So anyway, let me know in the comments below, is the recovery as much as you thought it would be? Did you think it'd be more? Did you think it'd be less? Let me know in the comments how your recovery is going at home if you decided to do a renovation late in the season here in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. But yeah, that's it. Certainly don't subscribe to this channel for basketball or golf swing tips. You won't get them here at all. But if you're interested in anything lawn and garden related, then yes, you might gain something out of subscribing to MOW. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. As always, I hope you are all doing well mentally and physically, and we'll see you all in the next video.